Good evening, wrestling fans. Welcome to another edition of Evolution of Pro Wrestling. We're going to be having an exclusive interview with an indie wrestler from New York City, iconic wrestler, Latino wrestler. He is the dancing wrestling dynamo from Quisqueya La Bella of the Dominican Republic. He's representing all Latinos globally. He is 180 pounds of pura candela. The former light heavyweight champion and the former tag team champion from ECPW, the Merengue Warrior. We're going to have him coming into our show in just a few minutes. We're going to be plugging him in our video cam. It's going to be an excellent interview. He's going to be talking about numerous stuff within his career. He's also going to be talking about a certain event coming in on June 22nd that's going to be happening in New York, which we're going to get to also within this interview. And we're going to ask him a few questions regarding this interview that's going to happen today. So we're just waiting for him to plug in, and we'll put his camera up once he starts joining us. I think this is an event that you're definitely going to want to hear from this gentleman. Okay, we just invited him. Okay. Excuse me, fans. Okay, we also want to let you know, fans, that within the next coming weeks, we're going to have a lot of excellent topics that you guys are not going to want to miss. You know, where I myself is actually also trying to plan a special interview with my producer and director, Yesenia De Leon, so she can further elaborate what goes on behind the scenes when it comes to building a podcast. So we are definitely going to get into that, and we're just waiting for Merengue Warrior. I believe he's tuning in shortly. He did send him the invite. Okay. He should be here shortly. Okay, what's going on? Might be a little bit of technical difficulty. All right, we do apologize for this, fans. In the meantime, while we're waiting, we do have, we want to name some topics coming up for this coming Friday. We are going to have that topic of who was the greatest wrestler of all time, Stone Cold or Hulk Hogan. Many people debate that to this day, who was the better superstar, who had better matches, who had a better impact in the ring. We're definitely going to have that this Friday. And then we're also going to have some more interviews coming up within this month and next month that we're probably going to be announcing within the next coming weeks. I do apologize, fans. Okay, we see, okay, he just messaged us. He's going to be coming on right now. Oh, is that him? Is that it? No, that wasn't him. Yeah, he does have the invite. Okay. All right, still nothing. Nope, that's not him either. Oh, there he is, right there. And it's the lead. There he is. We're adding him in right now. He declined. Okay, let's try again. Press accept. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the show.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
Good, good. It's a pleasure to have you on here, sir. So you like the merengue?
Yes, the Merengue Warrior here, live.
That's good, man. Well, first of all, we'd like to welcome you to the show, sir. We've heard a lot about you. We've heard about your talent. We've heard about all the Latinos that are actually looking up to you. All right, can you hear me?
Repeat
All
the
right.
question, please.
That we heard a lot about you. You know, we heard you're a global phenomenon when it comes to Latinos, and we hear you from the Dominican Republic, República.
From Quisqueya la Bella, sí, señor.
Yes,
The
sir.
Merengue Warrior, representing Latinos nationwide, worldwide, international. It doesn't matter. I represent all Latinos. Yes, my heritage is from the Dominican Republic, Quisqueya la Bella. Viva el merengue! Every time I go into that ring, I bring all of my Dominicanos with me.
That's good. That's good. We see you're a member of the Playas with the
The
Dominican
Plantain
Diablo
Players,
and
that's
former
right.
United States champion.
Yes, and Legendary Action Wrestling, we have a faction called the Plantain Players. It's more like a brotherhood. It's my brother, Dominican Diablo, Ray Ravello, and my other brother, former U.S. champion, Aramis La Paz. Dominican Diablo is currently the Legendary Action Wrestling Advantage champion.
That's good. That's good. And I'm assuming we're gonna see you guys live in that June 22nd event.
Yes, June 22nd, 14B, 53rd Street, Sunset Park, Brooklyn. 6:30, doors open. Event 7 p.m. Don't miss it. Legendary Action Wrestling, Law Division from East Coast Professional Wrestling. We're going to be there June 22nd. The Plantain Players will be taking the titles away from that group of wackos that they call themselves the normals. We're going to take the titles from them because they screwed us out of those belts last year. We're coming back for the belts. Everyone should come to 14B, 53rd Street, Sunset Park, Brooklyn, the Soccer Rooftop. It's going to be an incredible event. Don't miss it. Everyone is going to be there.
Absolutely. I'm sure there's people in New York that are gonna be watching that event. They're gonna go to that event. My question to you, sir, as a Latino, who inspired you to become a wrestler?
Haha. That's a very, very, very good question, my friend. Well, I've been watching wrestling for a very long time, since I was a kid. And I had many inspirations, many inspirations. But I can mention you three of the top wrestlers throughout the generations that made me become the Merengue Warrior. And one of them is from Mexico, the legendary Blue Demon Senior. Blue Demon Senior, Mil Máscaras. Those were two big influences from Mexico. From the Dominican Republic, La Universidad de la Lucha Libre, Jack Veneno. Jack Veneno is the biggest wrestler in the history of Dominican Republic professional wrestling, and they have a long history. From Puerto Rico, Carlos Colon, another one of my inspirations. Now, more contemporary, since I came growing up and watching these excellent superstars developing into the mega stars that they became, Eddie Guerrero, one of my favorites of all time. Eddie Guerrero. My name is Merengue Guerrero on Facebook, but I'm not related, unfortunately, to the Guerreros because the word warrior could not be used as a last name on Facebook. So the translation of warrior in Spanish is Guerrero, which is very fortunate for me because I get to wear the last name Guerrero, which is a true honor. It's a true honor to have that on my profile. Now, the Macho Man Randy Savage has got to be, and Bret Hart, listen, Macho Man Randy Savage and Bret Hart has got to be two of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And the top of the list is none other than the legendary, the best professional performer in the business is the legendary Undertaker. That's the number one guy that I saw him, when I first saw him wrestle, I said, I'm going to start getting in shape because I really want to do this.
Oh, no, those are some great talent that you mentioned there, because myself from Puerto Rico, I know Carlos Colon, I know Mil Máscaras, you know, all these guys from the past, as well as The Undertaker and many other guys you mentioned, as well as Eddie Guerrero. Going into this event in June 22nd in Law Division, you guys are going to be taking on the tag team champions, as you mentioned. What do you think your outcome is going to be coming out of this match? Are you guys going just for the titles, or are you going for revenge and the World Tag Team titles?
Well, pretty much we have to stay focused at the task at hand. Our main goal is the tag team championship. So we cannot let any emotion get in the way to make any kind of mistake that might cost us from regaining our belts, our championship belts. But by any means, yes, we are coming after the normals. Hopefully, they will sanction a championship match, because in our last match, it was the triple tag team match. So there was another tag team involved, and my partner got blindsided and hit with a cane, an illegal object that the normals brought in. So I got distracted and went after the guy, and all of a sudden, they got the pin on the other tag team, beating us both. Both teams, we didn't get pinned, we didn't get submitted or anything like that, but we still lost the opportunity to become champions that night. So I was very upset, especially my partner too, because he got hit. You know what I mean? So we were really upset. Aramis La Paz and myself, we were so upset that we came in and did a little cleaning of the ring with those clowns. But June 22nd, we're coming back. And hopefully it's sanctioned for the titles, and hopefully we just get the normals by themselves, and that should not be a problem for the Plantain Players to regain the Legendary Action Tag Team Championship.
Hopefully the ECPW promoters and NAW promoters are listening to this so they can sanction a tag team match. I'm sure it will be a hell of a match, an epic match, and you guys would definitely give them a run for the money, possibly win the tag team titles. Before we finish this interview, sir, I just want to ask, going forward in your career, Is there anything you can say to inspire other wrestlers, other people that are trying to become a wrestler, as well as Latino minorities out there that want to become a wrestler, watch wrestling every single day?
Yes, absolutely. What we need is, in order to follow and achieve our dreams, because we all have them, but we don't all have a guide. We all don't have that someone that's going to take you by the hand and say, this is the path that you should take. Well, I'm going to say this to all the youth: stay out of trouble. Stay out of the streets. Go to a gym. Whether your dream is to be a professional boxer, whether your dream is to be a swimmer, racetrack, professional wrestling, go to a gym, join a school, and learn the craft, and stay positive. Stay away from the streets. Stay away from drugs. You can achieve your dreams, but you have to chase them, because no one is going to make your dream come true for you. You have to make this happen.
Absolutely. That's an inspiring message to the youth out there. And Mr. Merengue Warrior, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. I'm sure the fans in New York City are looking forward to this event. June 22nd, Law Division Lucha Libre, Sunset Park, Brooklyn, on the soccer rooftop. Everybody that's listening, go to this event. It's one you're not going to miss. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Good luck in your
welcome.
match.
It was a great pleasure. It was a great pleasure. Thank you for having me. Looking forward to being on the show again.
Absolutely.
Viva
Take care.
Merengue!
Take care, Merengue Warrior.
Thank you.
Fans, the Merengue Warrior, the dancing wrestling dynamo. He's going to be on June 22nd in an event, Law Division Lucha Libre. It's an event you're not going to want to miss in New York. Thank you, fans, for joining us again for another exclusive interview. Again, don't forget to join us this upcoming Friday with our topic of Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan, who was the greatest wrestler of all time. Thank you, fans, for joining us. Take care.